Welcome to the Navigator tutorial on how to do a research summary report. Once you're logged into Navigator, you'll hover above Reports, go to your Quick Reports, and then you'll click on Research Summary Report. The window will appear and look something like this. You'll click the type of study you'd like to do. You'll click a reporting period. We'll do all time. You'll select either a question or multiple questions. If you'd like, you can do Control A and select all of the questions all at once. After you've chosen a question or questions, you'll have to decide which priority filter you'd like to use. If you choose the all function or the all filter, basically what that does, it's every reason that the interviewee has chosen in their report. If you choose most important, the best way to describe this is if an interviewee has given 3 answers and they've selected one as their most important, the other 2 answers will not be shown in this report. So if you show all, it's going to show all their responses. If you choose most important, it's only going to show the most important responses. After we've done that, we're going to choose inclusion factor, and then we're going to do show verbatims and include verbatims next to question. We're going to then hit run report and see what happens. Once we've run a report, you'll see how many pages are contained in this particular report. This one has 13 pages, and you're able to scroll through them using the right arrow, which will take you 1 page at a time, or if you go to the arrow with the vertical line next to it, it'll take you to the last page, and then the same thing to the left. It will take you 1 at a time, or it'll take you all the way back to the beginning. We're just going to breeze through kind of the way all of this looks for the time being. There will be a separate tutorial video on how to read this report. So as you can see, there are different types of graphs, text boxes or text answers. You'll see ratings. So once again, this just kind of gives you an overview of how everything looks and feels. What I'd like to do is go back into the report settings and get a little bit more specific of what show verbatims and include verbatims next to questions looks like. If we select show verbatims and run the report, what we're going to see with this report, after we've gone past the reasons for leaving, all of our graphs and pie charts or any charts that we see are all going to be back to back with one another. And then after we get past all of our charts, then we're going to start to get into the reasons and the text comments of our data. If we go back into report settings and we do include verbatims next to question, let's see what that looks like. So the main difference that we'll see in this report by setting it up this way is after we get past reasons for leaving, we will see ratings of employer, but then after that, we will actually see the comments associated with those graphs or charts that we've seen. And then rating of supervisor, we'll see the same thing once again. I think this is a little bit easier of a way to look at things. So you have your charts and then your comments right after. If you prefer, you can go back to the other way I showed you earlier and just deselect include verbatims next to question. And then if you just have show verbatims, it will basically show you all the charts, and then it'll index all your text answers after everything, all your charts were shown. The other thing that you can do with these studies is you can hide the interview ID. By hiding the interview ID, it allows the user to look at the data a little bit more objectively. If the person looking at the data sees the interviewee number repeatedly, they may figure out that this person may be so-and-so in their department. This gives it a little bit more anonymity and a little bit more objectivity when reading the reports. After we've hit run report, we can go to a window that has the text comments, and then we see that there's no interview ID that's listed here next to any of the answers or the responses. Once again, this gives a little bit more objectivity to the data that's given. Thank you for joining this Navigator tutorial.